Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a group of Eastern Kentucky churches gather on Thanksgiving to make sure no one goes hungry this holiday season. And we share the story of one Kentucky grandmother who waited to spend some time with her grandson during the holidays for 2 decades.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. My name is Olivia Calfee, and happy Black Friday. The time is now 4:49. Let's check in with Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning.
Well, welcome to the morning news, Olivia.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We got kind of a soggy forecast out there this morning. We're seeing, again, some spotty showers that developed in the last few hours. Let's take a look at live pinpoint Doppler radar, and we'll see, again, some of those out there. Not all that green is rain reaching the ground, but there is some out there this morning, especially those darker bands. And, of course, over toward Pike County, where we'll take them with Buddy Forbes here in just a little bit. He might be seeing a brief shower out that way this morning. If you're along I-75 back out in the western parts of the area from London down through Corbin and Williamsburg, some light rain could be falling there, and then back up toward the radar side at Jackson as well. Temperatures fairly mild to start this Black Friday. Temperatures in the 50s in the Big Sandy, some 40s out there. Looks like our cool spot, let me double check this though, is 44 in Clintwood this morning, and we are at 55. And double check there's no more higher than that. Nope, 55 in Prestonsburg and Pikeville this morning. So they're in the warm sector. So you'll need a little extra coffee just because I know you're getting up early. You're going out to these Black Friday sales. And we're going to see the out-the-door forecast feature that you'll need some rain gear early. And then skies will slowly dry out. You might even see a little bit of late day sunshine. As highs top out in the mid-50s. Olivia?
Thanks, Brandon. Black Friday sales are kicking off across the region, and lines are forming as the doors open for deals. WYMT's Buddy Forbes is in Pike County, where many people have been in line for hours. Hey, Buddy.
Yeah, good morning, Olivia. We are here. The doors are now officially open. I'll kind of step aside here so you can see as people are trickling in. They've been here since before 3 a.m. and I spoke to a lot of people who are excited to see some discounts, but some of the employees are saying it's just nice to see those crowds back out here after the pandemic kind of changed things up over the last couple of years, had a significant impact. And as Brandon mentioned, we are seeing some rain out here, so the fact that they're excited is really showing, because even with the weather, they're still showing up here trying to get these deals today. You did just miss dozens of people who are out here on the sidewalk, but we'll show some of those videos later on in the day in Pikeville. Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Thanks, Buddy. We'll have more about this year's turnout throughout the morning. People across the country and here in our region gathered yesterday to celebrate Thanksgiving. When we think of the holiday, we think of the food. But many people across Eastern Kentucky may not have the opportunity to have a traditional Thanksgiving meal. Yesterday, one organization worked to ensure nobody is hungry for the holidays. Our Jordan Mullins has more from Pikeville.
Folks gathered at the Appalachian Wireless Arena on Thursday for Thanksgiving, not to eat dinner, but to make sure others are fed.
One Church is an organization of different churches, different denominations, all coming together with a single purpose of feeding those that need a meal in the Pike County, Letcher County, Floyd County areas.
The One Church organization came together to serve around 12,000 meals across Eastern Kentucky, whether on site or packaging and delivering.
The Bible says that faith without works is dead, and that's what we're doing. They're putting our faith into action. We're getting together, cooking these meals, packing these meals, delivering these meals.
Around 1,000 volunteers across 2 days donated their time.
This right here just makes you feel good about people. You hear all the negative things out in the news and the press, but you got hundreds and hundreds of people down here doing and working for the same goal.
To make sure nobody goes hungry.
This year, we've had the flooding. We've had some bad times there in Prestonsburg, and it's going to help some people that are not going to have that hot meal. They're not going to have that delicious meal. They're going to have it today.
And all of Eastern Kentucky has a happy Thanksgiving. In Pikeville, Jordan Mullins, WYMT Mountain News.
Prestonsburg Mayor Les Stapleton also says he is thankful the city could be a vessel to ensure no one in Floyd County went hungry. And Jimmy Carter adds he is thankful for the work that One Church has done and will continue to do. Flood survivors in Whitesburg used Thanksgiving to celebrate the life of former Councilwoman Arlene Williams. Williams had won her 5th term as Whitesburg City Councilwoman before dying. She stayed in a temporary trailer along with other flood victims, and survivors there say she far exceeded her kind reputation.
She's done everything she could. She never had a frown on her face.
She made everybody happy.
Yeah, and she thought the world of this area here.
And while they had a limited amount of cooking supplies, that did not stop them from setting out every dish possible for their Thanksgiving meal. Now to a heartwarming story out of Lexington. Judy Wright had been waiting 2 decades to see her grandson, and finally she got the chance this holiday season. Andrew Story's mother is from Panama, and she took her with him when he was a baby. Because of other circumstances, Judy lost contact with the family and could not find them. But Andrew came back to the States and joined the military. And about 1 month ago, he finally reconnected with his grandmother.
So he's been looking for me since he's been in the military, but he's been stationed in Germany and just got back stateside not too long ago. So I'm all excited. I think we'll probably not sleep much, trying to catch up on where he's been and what he's done.
Judy says they spent Thanksgiving watching soccer, sharing stories, and sightseeing around Lexington. Around the holidays, veterinarians report an uptick in sick animals after they get their paws on the wrong foods. Eating foods that are too fatty or too spicy can cause pets to develop pancreatitis or have some serious cases of diarrhea and vomiting.
Well, there's a lot of things they shouldn't have. Garlic, onions, raisins, grapes, pumpkin pie filling with seasonings in it. You know, things like that. Anything fatty, no turkey skin, no ham, anything with a whole lot of spices or anything like that is a bad idea.
Experts say there are some things that our four-legged friends can eat, like a plain piece of sweet potato or white potato. The holidays are a joyous time for many, but for some, this time of year can be a nightmare. Adam Maggard with Kentucky River Community Care says for people in recovery or addiction grief, returning home to where their addiction began or other triggering factors can make the holidays especially hard. If your loved one is in recovery, it is important to provide them with a supportive environment during the holiday season.
Just be kind, supportive, and understanding. It's there's a fine line between helping and enabling. So you want to help someone, but you don't want to enable them to make it easier to use.
Health experts say if you are in recovery, it is important to come up with a game plan before holiday gatherings, which means preparing what you will say if someone offers you drugs or alcohol. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News This Morning. Coming up on Mountain News This Morning, NASA unveils a close-up look at our very own moon, just one successful part of the Artemis 1 mission. Stay with us. More news is on the way next.
And we'll dry out a little bit later on today, but we are not done with the rain chances just yet. The latest forecast in about 3 minutes.